Next race on the course, the under-19 men's 4. Four rowers, 4 oars each. And here is the lineup. France, Australia, Germany, Great Britain, Italy, and the United States of America. Here is the crew from France with Adam Alhamri in the bow seat. That crew is stroked by Baltasar Mezuki Auguste. Next to them, the green and gold from Australia, Matthias Maloney in the stroke seat, together with his twin Thomas, who is sitting in the 3 seat. Here are the Germans, impressive crew so far, racing in the semi-final and taking the win there, stroked by Jan Lezen. Great Britain, Elam Hughes in the stroke seat. This crew combining athletes from Shipley College, Abington School and St. Edward's School. Here is Italy, Matteo Trevisan in the stroke seat, giving a little tap on his 3-man, Cesare Borlenghi. Here are the United States of America, stroked by Jon Piersma, just outside of the picture here, as we look at George Dolce, William Heaton and Nolan Ham. These are really sort of the moments where you really dial in, get that focus, as the umpire calls all these crews to attention.
Yeah. You can see Australia a little bit. Maybe.
Yeah, the Australians slightly ajar in their lane. Here we go, a hotly awaited A final in the men's 4. All these crews from yesterday's semi-final in terms of times were really closely matched. I think Great Britain on paper the quickest crew, but we discussed yesterday during the semi-finals that conditions change quite a lot in between races here on the lake. So we'll see what that is worth in the end, as we ride here with the Italians, with Matteo Trevisan in that stroke seat. And look at the Italians, 48 strokes a minute, but matched evenly by the US of A. Right beside them, but it's the crew from Italy together with Great Britain who move out fast, and the crew from Germany slightly outside of their lane. Nothing to panic about, they're still in the mix, but Italy are the early leaders ahead of the rest of the field, and that is something to be expected. But I expect the crew from Great Britain now to make that move and get themselves ahead of the fast-starting Italians.
Yeah, and based on how I'm seeing the stroke seat steering, or any seat steering, the wind conditions are probably more difficult than we see them here at the finish line. Probably a little bit of a crosswind from either side, but very, very exciting race.
Yeah, a great race. I think Great Britain got the better of the Italians in yesterday's semi-final, but the Italians still clinging on to that early lead. Germany, after that little bit of a steering wobble in the first few hundred meters, have sort of straightened themselves out again and are now in bronze medal position, but just a whisker ahead of the green and gold from Australia. Here we ride with the crew from Germany. Lovely flowy rhythm here, low in the rate, but they're so nicely together. The blade work so relaxed, so calm, and
it's working for them there.
It's working for them indeed. Yeah, they are a few meters up on the Australians, and outside of the picture, the USA and France are dead level for 5th and 6th at the moment.
But we could also see USA move up. Same goes for France. This is the A final, so everyone's pretty even. It's an exciting race.
Yeah, here are the Australians. A great rhythm there being set by Matthias Maloney in the stroke seat, backed up by his twin brother, together with Maximus Garnett and Agnus Sisolka. They are Well, they are in a difficult position at the moment. We're approaching halfway, and the Aussies need to make a bit of a move now to, well, remain in a position to sprint for the medals, as Great Britain is now stretching out and is walking away a little bit from the Italians. The Italians now a canvas down on the crew from Great Britain, and Germany still in that bronze medal position. I think the Italians being brave here, going out fast to maybe shake the rest of the field a bit, but the crew from Great Britain isn't fooled. Here we ride with the Americans. John Piersma in that stroke seat. Started rowing at Cincinnati Junior Rowing Club back in 2023, so he's only 2 years in his rowing career, and he's racing at the Under-19 World Championships here for the US of A. The Americans moved into 5th overall, behind the Australians, and the crew from Great Britain here looking to relax, looking to breathe a little bit in that middle 1,000.
Yeah. We can see the Italians not letting go of their high stroke rate, another bucket rig.
Yeah.
USA looked strong, I'd say a little bit different rhythm than the Brits here, but the Great Britain athletes are, I'd say, very calm, very collected, but very strong. Through the water, relaxed on the recovery, just what they need, and it's working very well for them.
Yeah, that crew from Great Britain with 2 gold medals from St. Catherine's last year in that, bringing all the experience. Elin Hughes and Edward Bayfield winning last year, and they're looking for a repeat performance on the water here in Trakai as we go to the Germans, still bronze medal position, and the Germans actually again quite close to the buoy line, but they're closing down on the Italian silver medal position at the moment. We're already at 3/4 of the race, 500 meters to go. Great Britain move out clear water ahead of Italy, and then it's Germany, but right behind Germany and Italy there are 2 crews, Australia and the US of A, basically level 4th and 5th, France 6th at the moment.
Yeah, we're gonna see some exciting racing. Italy and Germany almost dead even. I think Italy still has a little bit up, but we can see some exciting racing coming from Australia and USA, which we can see their bow balls coming into frame, which might end up into, they might have a little bit of contact, just barely missing out.
Yeah, they are closing a bit, but the race is on. The crew from Great Britain, Matthew Harris coaches this crew, and he'll be pleased as punch. 250 meters to go, and it is Great Britain's gold medal at the moment. Italy now pushing again to get that silver medal. Germany trying to take the rate up to 40 strokes a minute in bronze medal position. I think we got our podium right here. The only real question is who's going to get the silver and who's going to get the bronze, because the GB are really flying towards the finish. A fantastic finishing rhythm by Great Britain to get that gold medal. Just 50 meters to go. Germany is charging. I think the Italians have taken it up to well above 40 strokes a minute, but GB, wonderful rhythm from Great Britain. They take the win and the World Championship title here on the lake in Trakai. Italy get the silver medal ahead of Germany, and then I think it is the crew from the USA who edge out the Australians for 4th and 5th. 6 across the line, that will be France. I'll have to look at the confirmation for the 4th and 5th placed crews between Australia and the USA, but the medals are quite clear. Here are the bronze medal winners from Germany. A great race by them. I think they maxed out every little bit of performance they had in that crew. And the Italians, racing in that typical Italian style, really went for it and are rewarded with the silver medal. But class of the field, Great Britain take the win here.
Yeah, Italy held off their silver medal, which is exciting after their women's 4 just won bronze. Dominant, very dominant.
Yeah, and there we have a look at the stroke from Germany, Jan Lesen.
Yeah, and the United States edged down on Australia and took 4th.
Here we see that the first few strokes from that crew from Germany.
Very
See
strong.
how dialed in
Yeah.
they all are, with Colin Lieber in that 3-seat looking absolutely laser focused, and just look at the way the GB was even able to raise the rate. For the official confirmation, we'll get back to you on that. We go to the medal ceremony of the under-19 men's 4. Medals will be presented by World Rowing President Jean-Christophe Roland, together with the President of the Lithuanian Rowing Federation, Mindaugas Greskonis.
Winners of the bronze medal.
And here,
Germany.
first, of course, the winners of the bronze medal, Germany.
Presented by
Nikolai Gablenz, here with the fair hair.
Colin Lieber.
Pierre Chorny in the 2-seat, together with Colin Lieber in that 3-seat, who was really dialed in right from the start. You could see the focus on his face, even behind the shades. And of course, the stroke, Jan Lezen, coached by Fritz Marcinkozak. Here they are.
Winners of the silver
And here
medal,
come the
Italy.
silver medalists from Italy. Gazzi race by Jacopo Capagli, Romeo Scirinzi, Cesare Bolenghi and Matteo Trevisan in the stroke seat. Last to get his medal from Jean-Christophe Roland. And based on the semi-final performance yesterday, I think this was the best result that they could have hoped for, knowing full well that that other crew from that semi-final, Great Britain, were the ones to beat.
Yeah, but I mean, Great Britain put on a really dominant show, very strong, very collected, and they just controlled the race from the beginning, I'd say. So it's exciting.
And here are the under-19 world champions in the men's 4, Great Britain.
Presented by Edward Galler.
Edward Galler in the bow seat, Edward Bayfield in the 2-seat, getting his medal right here, together with Isaac Dean and Elam Hughes, who set a phenomenal rhythm all race, and even taking it up to well above 40 in the closing stages, just to make sure they pulled out every little bit of performance. Which was in this crew, and that was a gold medal winning performance. So we go to the anthem of Great Britain.
Trakai, give it up for your bronze medalist, Germany. Your silver medalist, Italy. And your world under-19 champions,
Cheers all round from the fans from Great Britain. And of course also from Germany and Italy. But there can only be one gold medal winning crew, and on the day here